Міністерства захисту довкілля та природних ресурсів.
Thank you for the presentation. Now we have the Deputy Minister for Environmental Protection. He's going to talk about the geospatial information and objects of natural reserves. Thank you for inviting me to your conference. I would like to briefly tell you about the state cadastre and objects of natural reserves. In Ukraine, the natural reserves take about 7 million hectares of land. These are especially valuable lands, but unfortunately until now we haven't had a cadastre of these objects, and since 2021 the ministry has been working actively on that, and together with the colleagues from State Cadastre we set up the prototype. It's going to be an electronic system which will provide information to Ukrainian citizens, developers of documentation on the information about various objects of natural reserves. If most people in Ukraine understand where the national natural parks are, but the local national reserves, territories of the green network and so on, they are not known to the general public. And when developing land use documentation or urban development, these territories often are ignored, which leads to further the illegal capturing and using them for construction or other purposes, which ruins the biodiversity in Ukraine. Therefore, the work was started on setting up such a cadastre. We scanned the territories, and the prototype had been prepared before the start of the large-scale war, but after the invasion the work stopped. But in principle we believe that these territories should be used with the relevant limitations, and the owners or users of these land plots should be responsible for keeping safe of these territories. All that conditions should be included into the cadastre of natural reserves, and we have documents which explain why this or that object should be protected. The information should include when this object was set up, by what decision, when the margins or limits of this territory were changed. So all the information about this object should be included into the cadastre. In the future, this cadastre should become a part of the national infrastructure of geospatial data. For every citizen of Ukraine be able to use this information in order to plan his or her activities, because many national reserves in Ukraine offer opportunities for active tourism, and all these activities should be clearly explained to people. Also, we are working on implementation of e-tickets so that people be able to buy such e-tickets to visit national reserve natural reserve. So we have a lot of work, and we thank the State Geocadastre for the support, for good working relations. And once again, this will require a lot of work concerning geoinformation systems and technologies. So I'm calling upon you to join this work. There is a lot of work on this, which will allow Ukraine to become a full-fledged member of the European Union, because one of the conditions of the membership is preservation of biodiversity, increase and enlargement of natural reserves in Ukraine, and prevention of illegal use of these territories for other purposes. So this will help to put everything into order. Thank you. Unfortunately, I don't have much time. Thank you.